Hello, it's a Tuesday, and I'm pretty sure it's Tuesday. I don't know. I don't keep track of the days like that anymore. I just wake up, do stuff, go to sleep, wake up, do more stuff. Um, yeah, I'm at my dad's house right now. Yeah, you know, I really wanted to talk about what family meant to me now that I get to see what's going on, like through a different perspective. I used to work all day, every day almost. Even on my days off, I would go in, and I felt like I did not get to spend time with my family. I missed out a lot of birthdays because I was simply like, man, it's a birthday. I'll be there next time. Or, it doesn't really matter right now. But anytime you miss out on your family to hang out with them or just to do anything, you're going to be thinking about it by the time that, look, so this is how it is. You won't realize it that you missed out by the time you know, by the time they're gone. And then you'll be thinking about all these moments like, wow, I didn't get to do that. I could have just done that. It would have been so easy. Like in hindsight, you get hindsight from not doing it. And then sadly, it's usually when something bad happens that you get time to realize what really matters or what really could have gone different to help out the situation. For me, I had to be in the hospital, days and days and days, and just think, if and my cat's going poo poo. Well, it's not even my cat, but this is my dad's cat. Dude, he has 4 cats too. Wait, he has yeah, 4 cats. We love cats, man. My whole family loves cats. He's had cats in Mexico. We have family members in Los Angeles. They have like 30 cats, bro. Yeah, it's crazy. Cats are good family members if you really, they really are. So I love cats. I really do. Um, you know, I feel like I missed out on a lot of stuff that I shouldn't have just because I wanted to work. And I know money was good and money was, I'm making money, man. I was 19, I was 18, I was, making a lot of money. Who's going to make this money for me? But, who's really going to be there when, So family's like the only type of people that will stand you, because they're your family, man. Like, you could do something bad to them and then later they'll be like, yeah, you need some help here, let me help you out. But they're like the only people that have that condition with you. But any other person, you could, they don't have to. They're not compelled to. You don't have a relation by blood. And I know some people have found, some bonds through people that are not direct family. They're like, wow, this is better than family. But I just feel like normally, generally, the relation with blood and having a family member would always trump just having someone that you're close with that could be considered like a family friend or a friend because they're not really by blood. But I feel like specifically elders in the family and like having that they look to you like, oh, like, little kid. Like, they saw you grow up, so they have that thing about you, like my mom would, like my dad would, like my uncles would, like my aunt would. Like, they look at you and you're like a little kid to them, basically. That's what I'm trying to say. But other people, you're just another person to them, So they didn't really grow up with you like that. Unless they really did, then that's really cool because if they have that, well, maybe if they grew up with you, they were young too, so it doesn't really matter. But the age gap, I feel like kind of helps too because they're like, oh, you're just little kids too, But man, I'm going off into some random tangents. I don't know. I'm just talking. I felt like in a chatty mood. And, I'm feeling good. I'm at my dad's house, so yeah. Did I mention I'm at my dad's house? Yeah, I don't know. But, yeah, I'm just being silly. And my hand is slippy, man. Slippy. But yeah, um, yeah, family, man. Just missing out on stuff and realizing that I wish I could have, like my dad's 50th, I missed out on because I wanted to go work and stuff like that. So I kind of regret it, but there's more birthdays to have. And if you regret something right now and you can make it better, the only thing you can't take back is when somebody goes away. When they pass away. And yeah, that's like a really valuable lesson I learned with it. So I just feel like every moment I get to be with my family, I'm always thankful, because I remember there was a moment where I'd be wishing that I had, and I wish I did this, but now I can do this. So now I'm like, let me do this. And that's really what I wanted to talk about. But otherwise, I just been chilling, man. Yeah, I just made that other video. It was pretty long, 29 minutes, almost 30 minutes worth of video. It was like a longer video. I think I'm gonna make this one pretty short, like 10 minutes. But I think I'll just title it something normal. Let's see. Like something normal, nothing too crazy, just like what family means to me, and then the thumbnail will be like a picture of me. Just just something. Um, yeah. Or I've really just been trying to understand like what it is that people click on. So I've been trying like different videos and stuff. So obviously the attention span is pretty, apparent, like pretty, like pretty, what's the correct word? You can notice that people don't really have a high attention span. So like they click away for just a certain length of time, like by a certain amount of time. Or maybe I'm just not exciting. Maybe I'm not. But yeah, there's like I've noticed that, and I've noticed like the thumbnails, I've noticed the titles, I've noticed like maybe the description, maybe the tags you put, the locations you put, stuff like that. And I like understanding that because, I'm gonna say it again. I feel like I always say this, but like, oh yeah, I was into marketing. I was gonna be a marketing major, or I was studying to be a marketing major, and it was really cool because you understand what it is that drives the consumer, and it's really, oh, this is something I wanted to talk about. Okay, so are you aware with the of about are you aware of the tariffs going on? Yes, I'm sure you are. There's the tariffs that are going to be in place for China is like 100 something percent over, and then China's promoting their products directly to the American consumers, like, hey, just buy it from us, buy it from us. They can't do that. They're not allowed to do that. I'm pretty sure there's regulations against that. You can't sell like that. Like, if there's already a company, like you're a manufacturer, you can't be doing that. I don't believe you can be doing that, but if they can, it's whatever. So people are saying, it's like, oh, just buy it. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. It's really not the same thing, though, because what people don't take into account is like when you buy a luxury good and you're paying for that, you're paying for the name. Like, the stuff that you're getting is a bag, right? But if I just want a leather bag, I'll just go, I'll just get a leather bag. But people are paying for the brand name, like whatever it may be, like Louis Vuitton, Gucci, all these, Chanel. They're paying for the name, and if it doesn't have the name, I feel like the interest is not there. So I don't know how good that could be. I feel like people are gonna get the stuff, they're not gonna see the name. They're like, this is not. They said it was gonna be. It is exactly the same thing. It just doesn't have the name, and they can't sell you one with the name because then that's that's like, I forget the exact terminology, but it's a knockoff. They're not allowed to do knockoffs. With a trademarked or branded item like that. So I feel like it's really cool. I've been noticing all these things, and it's really interesting to see how the consumer base in America is like, reacting to it. It's like, oh, I can finally get this, finally get this. But like, I feel like the interest in the item itself wasn't because it was a leather bag. I feel like it was because it had that name on it. Now it's not going to have that name on it. Do you still want it? I don't know. Would you still want it? Like, I feel like, for example, I feel like, I'm going to be honest with you. I buy some stuff just because of the name, but I make it mean something else. Like, I don't want to just be shallow and be like, because it's this, I got it. No, well, I do research and say, okay, so this is this name. It looks pretty cool. Okay, so what's the background? Is it like, I forget the word, but is it by people that I align myself with, like, morally and ethically? Because there are some brands out there that, and I don't know if that is kind of like looking too deep into it, but if I'm gonna pay some stuff for some stuff, then I gotta make sure that this stuff is with my stuff. Like, I would not just buy something just because it's expensive or just because it looks cool, or just, I have to look deeper into it. And I feel like that's something that a lot of the American consumer base does not do. They just look at it and say, oh, this is oh, this is a luxury brand. Oh, this is a high status. I need to have it. No, I've never been like that. Like, you know, I feel like I have to do some type of research at least to see what is going on with it. Like, oh, do I understand what the purpose or like the meaning behind it? Like, do people have meanings behind the things they make, or is it just something they made? And hearing the stories of some of my favorite fashion designers like Rick Owens and yeah, just Rick Owens right now, man. I mean, Alexander Wang is pretty cool. Alexander McQueen was even cooler, but you know, he passed away. He's passed away now. But you know, just doing research on what inspires them. Do I align myself with their inspiration? Do I get inspired by what they get inspired? And if that's true, then I'm having it, you know? But I'm not gonna go and buy inauthentic, not because I'm like, oh, I need the real thing. I just feel like, why would I support a business model that uses that type of labor, usually where the people are underpaid? And not to say that some of the other things I buy are not by that labor, but I feel like if I'm going to pay a premium for something, then I have to make sure it was made ethically, you know? So if this is about a thing about excess, it's about having excess. Like, if you have excess, then are you using that excess correctly? I feel like a lot of people just waste it. They're like, oh, I have this excess, let me go dump that over there. No, I want something that has a good meaning, something that has like a cool thing. And look, we're already at 11:23. So I don't know if you're still watching. Maybe you are, maybe you're not. If you are, comment Potts. No, comment. Look, that looks like Gilbert from Caillou. Comment Gilbert. Oh, that's my. I had that cat. That was like the first cat we had by ourselves. Her name was Mona, like Mona Lisa, and she was a nice cat. She lived to like 15 or something. She got sick, and she had to be, you know. Or I think it was just natural causes. Honestly, I'm not sure because we gave it to some family friends, and they took care of her. You know, she was really pretty. She was a long-haired orange tabby. She was a really nice girl. But beyond that, yeah. Wait, yeah, comment Mona, Mona. Let's see if you're still here. And I'm interaction farming just to see who's actually locked in right here. But yeah, I've been doing good, as always. And if I wasn't, I would still try to make the best out of it. And I feel like that's what you need to do. You. I mean, I remember I couldn't whistle before. I'd be like, because my lips, they don't work like that. Like the top lip, it really didn't work like that. So yeah, dude, I was eating peanuts. I'm gonna sweep up the peanuts because there's a little bit of mess. I'm at my dad's house. Like I said, for the 3 trillionth time, I'm not gonna leave a little mess for him to have to deal with, or his wife to deal with. So, or my stepmom, yeah. Oh man. And I'm walking, but I can't really walk really well without shoes, so I'm like a little baby. But I need to find like a thingy. What is it called? A broom. All right. So thank you for watching as always. And dang, I don't like that light right there. Thank you for watching as always, man. And I appreciate you so much. And like and subscribe because we're trying to get big, man. We're trying to be YouTubers, man. No, I'm just playing. But I don't know. I like that, you know. See you in the next one. Bye.